morning.
Today is our topic is for our exam for WPR.
Okay.
This one is the whole reviewer that we take up for hazard recognition.
Okay.
I will identify.
Okay.
Our exam will be 80%
Okay.
for confined space, hazard recognition, and lotto.
Okay.
So this means it is a drawing of our ideal ppm of H2S. So
Okay.
this one means TLB, threshold limit value. And this one is TWA, time weighted average.
Okay.
If you are working inside the plant, only allowable ppm for H2S is 10%. Up to 10%, it will be 100 ppm. It will be IDLH. IDLH is immediate dangerous to life and health. So you could die in 1 second if you inhale this H2S. So it is checked by our threshold limit value. And if you have 10 ppm only, you are allowed to work. But it is under an hour. So it will be allowed for 30 minutes or 1 hour of work. You to be allowed to work in open H2S area. So this is time weighted average. You can see now what is our example. So from gas test, you get 10 ppm, up is 100 ppm. This is not allowable. But 10 ppm up, you are using breathing apparatus already.
Okay.
So you cannot work without this breathing apparatus. So here, under 10 ppm, you can work normally, but under a time allowance.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So we are clear about our H2S. Now, this numbers is pertaining to other topic. Like this one. 1.8 meters is 6 feet. How can we attain this 1.8 meters? By using a proper harness. If you are working in the working attires, 1.8 meters is the allowable height limit that you can use the harness. This is 6 feet. So if you are working that one, you will be allowed or you will be required to use the harness. So 1.2 is the working at heights for confined space. This is for working at heights at elevated area. So this one is our 4.1, 75 degrees in point 3. It means you are working with the ladders. Ladders, it means you have a straight ladder with extended 1 meter up to the limit here. This is the ladder, this is the 1 meters, and this is the 3. So it will call for 4.1. Why 4.1? This is the 3 meters, this is the 1 meters, and this is the 1 meter. And where is the 75 degrees? This is the 75 degrees.
Yes.
So it is elevated. You understand? My friend, you understand?
Yes.
Okay, you hear me so that I will review you. And then, this is 3. It pertains to a 3-point contact. If you are going up to the stairs, going to the elevated area, that means 1, 2, and 3. And hold 1, 2, and 3. This is 3-point contacts for going up in the ladders. Okay, clear for that working guys. Now, this we are pertaining to the scaffold S. What is a scaffold? Scaffold is a material that is used temporary platform to conduct any activities. 1.8 meters, it is signed by supervisor. 6 meters up, it is signed by inspector plus the supervisor. It is 2. And then, it is valid for only 2 weeks. The actual scaffold is using for scap tag. Scap tag is red, yellow, and green. The red one, it means you are not allowed to go inside. Only the person who are dismantle or putting the scaffold are allowed. Yellow, you have to use a full body harness. And green, it is allowed. It is complete. So you can go up properly. It have proper railway, you have a proper ladder, you have proper entrance and exit. So you have to remember that one. Next, what is 5.5? 5.5, this is the allowable height from the elevated area going to the ground. This is the height of the harness. So, if your height is 5.5 from the ground to up, you are not allowed to use the extended, what you call this? What is this? It is the shock absorber. You remove the shock absorber, you just connect with the harness. But more than 5.5, you have to use the, what is this? The shock absorber. Because it is extended 1.2 meters going down. So if you, from this height, you're falling down, is no use because you have shock absorber, you will go directly to the ground. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This one, okay, the po 23 meters LEL. If you are working hot work, if you are working inside the confined space, you have to have a zero LEL because it is not allowed if there's combustible material or toxic gases that you are welding inside. So be careful about that. Okay, clear? This one 85 decibel is pertaining to hearing protection. You are not allowed to work in the area with 85 decibel because this will be a deafness. This is a long-term damage, but if you are using every day or always, it will be your deafness. So what you will do, you will use ear muffs, earplugs, uh, or you will listen the noise by changing the material by less noise. And then 2.5, what is 2.5 meters? It is an accident. What is 2.5? Unsafe. What is 2.1? Okay, moving parts to be in place. Okay, 2.5, it is means from the crane. You are working with the crane.
No,
If
no, no.
the,
2.5 means then every you work to under
huh?
the cutting grinding means experts go to above 2.5.
Parts to be divided in place 2.5 accident, unsafe, unsafe. Parang this one I forgot what is 2.5 meters?
This is mean flying objection, cutting.
Cutting grinding.
Oh, sorry. Okay. This is the flying object.
Yes.
So 2.5 meters. If you have grinding, so from the materials to up, it must be 2.5 meters away from the combustible material. This is less than the sky. Okay. 20,
Oxygen.
Oxygen limit.
oxygen. Okay, this is what you call this, the oxygen. Oxygen is allowable normal oxygen in the air. If we are working in confined space, we have to have at least 20% before we can work. If less than that is what you call oxygen deficiency. 23.5 is the normal air. More than 23.5 is oxygen enrichment. This is the important. You have to remember, this is oxygen inside the confined space or rather activity area. This 32, what is 32?
The crane.
Crane, this is the allowable 32 kps. 25, what is 25?
Man
Man
basket.
Man basket. What is 65?
Scaffold.
Scaffolding. It means not the kph. It means the kph that you can allow to work scaffold. More than 65, they are not. So, what is the cost of this our activity? What is the cost that you can do unsafe activity? What is the cost? Number one is not following the rules and procedure. You remember that one? Not following rules and procedure, shortcut. Or even the person is want to finish the activity early. This is not good. What is a safety policy? What is our safety policy? Our safety policy is follow the rules and procedures of Aramco.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay, what is the cause? Barriers, okay? What is the cause? Because we don't have any proper barriers. What is the barriers in our safety protection? Number one is human and equipment. This is two part. Human and equipment. What is equipment? Like what? Hard barricade, soft barricade, warning signs. This is the, what you call this, the barriers. Human is the first line of defense and the last line of defense because why? Human have instinct. You don't want to hurt yourself. If you see this one, you will pull, you will go backside. If you, this one will pull to you, you can remove yourself. That is the human
That
barrier.
is.
That remember that one. So,
Alas.
kalas, we have finished. This one is our excavation. Okay, the excavation. How many meters away from the spoil of the excavation? It is 2 meters. How many meters allow the excavator to work? From the area of excavator allowed only 3 meters. How much is the depth he will go? He will back. He will go back. How much the depth he will get excavation? Because there's a hazard. What is the hazard? Tripping, pull over. This is the hazard of excavation. You must remember every equipment have hazard. You have to check if there's a complete fire watch, a complete plugman, because not only the tripping, also the moving vehicle. Huh? So, and 6 meters down, it is only qualified by qualified engineer to me. Okay, this is hazard recognition, all contained in one subject. I hope you understand, and I hope you learn, and I hope I help you for this one. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Check, check.